Hey there, it's Tuesday. We're going to do a collective reading. My intention is for love, but we'll see. We'll see what comes out. I feel Aries already. We have Pisces, we have Libra. But anyway, this is just pre-shuffle. We'll lay out a spread. But right away with the Moon and the Empress card, it's a energy of, a deep knowing. And I think probably a reminder of your value. So the Empress is somebody that she doesn't have to talk about her value or really, she doesn't do backflips to prove it. It just exudes from her. She's just wanted and desired. And the Empress is also it can also be creation. It's a very nurturing energy. And the High Priestess is all about knowing. So, but the funny thing about both of these cards is neither of them have an element of communication. It's kind of a mute knowingness and not a need to prove it. Okay, that probably doesn't mean much to you yet. Sometimes I get a little off, distracted, or not distracted, but carried away with the pre-shuffle. When without the reference, it doesn't mean much. But okay, it's going to. We have something strong. How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. So we've got the Six of Cups. So it could be a return, but it is. This is my favorite card in the deck. It's thinking about the past. It could be somebody returning from the past. It could be childhood memories, happiness. With this Ten of Cups. And then this Knight of Swords, I'm not even sure why, but there's some element of putting that sword down, not having to prove yourself, knowing your value, something like that. Let's go ahead and lay out a spread. How are you guys? We're going to use another deck too. This is just because I was getting so much from these clear cards. So, you guys, you can vent in the comments. You can tell your story in the comments. You can, if you don't want to spread negativity, but you feel like you want to vent and get it out, then you can dust your hands off, or you can delete it, or you can start it with vent, so that if you want other people to know, that it's just you ranting or venting. You can do that. That's a safe place for you to do it. Also, if you want to put manifestations and intentions in the comments, you can do that. And the rest of us can thumbs up and add power to them. There will be a intention manifestation in the beginning of the comments set by me for all of you. Oh my gosh, are you seeing that? So see, 10, and we've got 10 so far. We have gotten, and there it is again. Oh my gosh, okay. Wow, you guys. Yay, finally a beautiful reading. And I'm so sorry my readings have been so heavy, and I've been sharing personal, really horrific memories. It's just a growing thing, it wasn't intended to be shared on this channel. It's just a growing thing. And if it comes up in a reading, I struggle with whether or not to post it. But then I feel like when it's things that I don't like to talk about and don't typically talk about, and then all of a sudden I'm talking about it in a reading, I feel like there's got to be something in it that somebody might benefit from. But anyway, yeah, a little bit of my, not a little bit, one of my past traumas is extremely gruesome. So the reading that says trigger warning, just know it's not for everybody to hear that. But anyway, so we've got lots of happiness here. And this, oh, look at this. What is this? Fool card represents a butterfly, ascension, it's freedom, it's a new beginning. And look, one of your oracles was freedom. Beautiful. Yeah, you guys have something strong coming through. And here's another one about freedom or feeling free. Adventure awaits. All right, love it. I'm going to go ahead and lay out a spread with these. We might do another spread with the other ones, or we might just clarify with them. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for bearing with me through my shadow work and ascension and growth. I'm just like becoming a completely different person. Not in all ways, but in, you know, in healing and not hiding, you know, things from the past, not being embarrassed, not just dealing with it, and then you can release it, right? So here we have Gemini energy. We've got the Lover's card. Wow. The Lover's card is about a decision. Often it's between two people, but it's a lot of what I've been going through. There's good, there's bad. It's the yin yang. So within every good there is bad, and within every bad there's good. Within all light there's dark, and you know, that looks like a decision, and it is hovering over the butterfly, which is ascension, a decision to grow, a decision to be happy. Maybe it's a decision to face your past. This is the Four of Pentacles, which is fear of lack. It's holding on tight. It's like, you know, oh, I want to show you guys what was at the bottom of the deck. This has been coming up a lot in a lot of the readings, but look at that. Overwhelmed, clutter. And I was just going to say, you know, it's kind of like that, having so many clothes in your closet, even though half of them you've not even worn or will never wear again. You haven't worn in years and years. But you don't want to let it go just in case that one time you might wear it. It's, you know, if it's not a necessity or something that, if you have an accumulation of things you may use once, you know, but haven't used in years, that accumulation of things becomes clutter with negative nervous energy, and it can be based from a fear of, well, if I let this go, I might not be able to, I might not have something I need. So it's a fear of lack, when in actuality, often the opposite is true. When we clear space, then we have space for more to come in. Our minds are clearer and more open. It's just a mental thing, you know. You really, really do create your environment, your life, your experience. See? Seven of Cups. Too many options. Confusion. Too many options. Or lack of clarity. When you have too many things to wear, I know this is probably an old and tired analogy, but if you have too many things to wear, then it's not as easy to, you know, pick. There might be too many. It's like, what do I want to eat? There's nothing here, but really you're just used to having too much, or there's too much in there. How does this apply to love? Okay, your person, you could be dealing with the Libra, but that's interesting. All Gemini, Aries, Libra, but we've got the decision card over the new beginning, over the Empress. Ten of Wands was at the bottom, a long journey. Okay, what else for this other person? Or this outside energy? Oh, okay. Wow. So, okay, it looks like you have to decide between two people, or they are. You got two queens here. So, with the Empress energy, the Empress is often depicting a mother, a grandmother, a wife. But I'm wondering if this person has too many queens in the kitchen, you know, like listening to too many people. We're going to dive in and figure it out. This card keeps showing up, so this is the World card. That's a cycle. And it definitely, for some of you, there's an element. There's an element of childhood, maybe beliefs from childhood. Okay, one more. Libran energy again. This is balance, fairness, justice. Oh, okay. Well, so somebody had to pull away. Yeah, see, there is a cycle here. And there was another card that gave me that vibe too. Oh, maybe, I don't know where it is. I thought we had this. But this is a cycle, but it looks like something just keeps repeating. And there's some sort of lesson that you might be stuck in. This could be karma, this could be karma. So you or your person looks like they're avoiding, or they just kind of pull away from, avoid a situation when actually it's time to attack it and let it happen and even out. It's like avoiding something difficult, but the situation just keeps repeating. Because there is wisdom. And it's like once you crack that shell open, it's very freeing. But see these three cards: wisdom, freedom, lessons. And never give up on something you really want. So it's almost like there's a refusal to give something up, but there's also a lack of learning. I have found the one that feeds the one that my soul loves. All right, let's keep going. Tell me about this World card. I'm feeling Knight of Swords. Did we have that already in the pre-shuffle? I don't. Okay, well, there's a Knight of Wands. So there's just, I think, a really strong need to take action here. Yeah, and I think there's sometimes we don't take action because we're afraid of failure, but if you had taken the action that somebody somewhere is afraid of taking action because they're afraid of failure, but if they had just taken the action, and even if they failed, which, my theory on failure, you don't fail unless you stop. If you fail and you don't keep going, then you failed. But if you fail or things don't go the way you want and you grow from it, you haven't failed. That's just part of the journey. So there's some sort of element in, I'm going to say this is not love, but it could be love, but we're going to do a love reading, a love spread. But there's an element of making a decision to let go of fear, or to even do it through your fear. Face your fear. There is some good satisfaction that comes with facing fears and moving through fears. You actually get to where it actually feels good. You just got to take the first step. Somebody may be feeling torn between a mother and a lover, or having to choose sides between two powerful women, two strong women, two highly influential women. And there might be a love for both, but there's some sort of tie to childhood or tradition that I think is affecting this somehow. Okay, I'm just going to get a clarifier for this, another clarifier for it's time to let something difficult happen. Okay, let me get one more for that World card, and then we'll do a love spread. And we'll stick around to the end because we'll do charms or the pendulum, ask a yes, no if we have time. Oh my gosh, you guys, I put that back. So Four of Wands, strong foundation. And there's the High Priestess again. This is about, facing the truth. Not trying to twist it or bend it, but, facing it and growing. It's actually, the not facing it is hurting more than the facing it. The fear of failure and not growing is costing much more and is much more difficult than what you're fearing. Okay, something like that. Let's go ahead and do a love spread. Okay, so overall energy for this love, whatever love you're thinking about. Well, there it is again, Queen of Shields. So mother or wife. 5 of cauldrons. Ooh, feeling left out in the cold. Or I hope there's not a manipulative mother, mother-in-law here. But it looks like somebody's dwelling on something sad in the past. There could be some childhood, instead of turning around there. It looks like there is a 2 cups here. There is the potential for something really beautiful. There's a father, the emperor. So now we've had emperor and empress. Wow, and magician. The magician is somebody, this is really, really screaming. You have so much potential to accomplish what you want, not to give up because of something that is overwhelming you, or too much clutter. Maybe it's mental clutter. Yeah, look at that. The hangman. So there's a struggle with moving forward. The Merlin. Your person looks like they're really doing some thinking and growing. Communication, Page of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of mental energy going on here with them. It looks like somebody might be figuring out that what they did or didn't give. That there was love being blocked. Let's see. Let's keep going. Three of Wands. 9 of Wands. So these are both about forward motion. So that's kind of interesting in the recent past. 3 of Wands, 9 of Wands. 3 of Wands is progress. So I think I know what this is. Death. There's a screaming message here to move forward, that somebody's actions may have caused a very abrupt, painful ending. But what looks like something that could be hurting you or holding you back actually was still progress in your journey somewhere. Oops. Yeah, which is going to lead you to success. I just felt all roads lead to success. Why do we have the 6 of Wands is being recognized? You've got untapped potential here for a new beginning. So, it's a little bit standard of a reading. It's what so many of us are going through. It's feeling stuck and frozen and inability to move forward, but you've got Spirit screaming here, whatever this painful past is, maybe you need to do the whole thank you for this feeling, because what failed or what ended is going to teach me a lesson that I can be thankful for my highest good. But your energy is like, you're like Billy Bob Badass. You're totally capable. You've got the Magician here. You have the tools, but you're overthinking it. You're overly, and they are too. Both sides look like they're striving, searching for growth. You both might have some, childhood wounds that you don't realize are, keeping you afraid of failure. Some of you, I think, just really, really need to meditate. I know I am serious. I think I'm going to work on the meditation thing today. My life is just different when I meditate, and I know it's hard for a lot of people, so I am going to start, I've done a couple practice rounds, but I'm going to really start putting more energy into the meditations and opening that other channel. So anyway, Six of Wands, success, victory, recognition. But you got to take a leap of faith and let go of something that's hindering. And you look at your outcome, crazy. And there's the Lovers again. Two powerful, strong, influential females in this. Could be just energy, doesn't have to be male. It's not gender specific. We've got equilibrium. Also feel like some of you might have to let go of some of the false beliefs you were taught. You know, people like that you couldn't achieve things. Prove them wrong, you know. That, wow. That's amazing. Spirit signs. Oh, I keep getting crows. Like crows are like coming close to me and squawking real loud. So either I look like a bug or you guys need to be watching for crows. Here's another butterfly. So if you're looking for signs, or if any of these things resonate as signs, now may not be the timing. What is that pregnancy card? Oh, okay. Well, somebody's suffering a loss. I'm so sorry. There's definitely pain from the past that's affecting things. Truth seeker, third eye chakra, overwhelmed. Maybe go back to basics. There might be scattered energy, trying to figure things out in too many different areas. I want to grab an angel. I want to grab out a couple oracles real quick. Pull this together. So your person, there it is again, Libra, to be fair. Looks like a wedding cake dress, but there's the scales, and is that a pearl? I can't tell what that is. Maybe an egg, but there's a fortune cookie, and looks like a wedding cake dress. With lots of synchronicities here. We have wisdom, and here's an owl. We have balance, fairness. Somebody, I feel like maybe some of you are not being completely fair, but it could be not being fair with yourself. To be fair. I'm going to read that. Yeah, see, remember I said I felt something with that spiral? Some sort of lesson. You probably know what it is. This is confusing for me, but you probably know what it is. If there's something that you're resisting, it's just keeping you stuck. And I think this is telling you take action. Let's see, to be fair. Somebody needs to just buckle down and go, today's the day. I'm gonna take the first step towards something difficult. So balance, justice, and need to consider options and mutual benefit. I felt that, like, make sure it's fair, fair to everyone. Look out for yourself, of course. It says life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike balance. You move from from status to doing, from discovering to loving, to letting go, and to being again. Life is a pendulum. Oh, maybe we should do the pendulum. Let's do the pendulum. You guys think of a yes, no question. Let me hurry and read these so we have time. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Okay, I think I'm stopping there. This is exactly what this whole message has been. And if you look at all the synchronicities, we know we're on to a strong power, a strong message trying to come through, right? You reap what you sow. For every cause there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed. Now, can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for balance, for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there's mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. So I do, again, with these two powerful females, I think there's somebody caught in between. Justice will prevail and you will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you'll be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you've compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations. That's our third justice card, I believe. So, okay, injustice and equality are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righted and fairly addressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it, because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain, fairness is your intention. If fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. I feel like somebody might not be sticking up for the underdog because the other person is scary. Something like that. Like, make sure you're not just like standing up to someone for doing something might be difficult, but it looks like that needs to happen. Okay, yes, no question. You guys take a deep breath. Pause the video. I don't have time to give you much time. So just pause the video and we'll ask a yes, no question, okay? And if it lands on the wild card and I have to draw a card for that, and I run out of time, I'll put it in the comments. Hopefully that won't happen. So yes, no question. Take a deep breath. You can't change it after I let go. So those are my wind chimes. I was thinking about doing a video of just those. All right, so there you have it. Your answer is yes. You guys leave comments. Let me know your story, how this applied. I hope it was helpful. Basically, to sum it up, it's about something that might be hard. If you're feeling like you have to take sides, you know, of course, it's better not to take sides, but if you're in a position where somebody, it's easier to go along with someone who's doing wrong or not being fair, then it looks like there's a need to stand up to that. Do something hard is what this is screaming. Since we have time, let me pull one love card. Okay. Give thanks for blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart desires. So, it did look like you have a return, but there wasn't much focus on it, so it might be, and you do look like you have some twin flame energy, but there wasn't a lot of focus on it. The emphasis is all, it does look like a return, but the emphasis is all on growing and getting out of cycle. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. All about manifesting. Again, your dream is soon to be a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Very, very congruent reading. Powerful. Love you guys. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you soon.